Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark Stereo. Shit don't face me anyway. Hola. What you doing? I'm getting my myself sorted out here. I always come on here and forget my links and I gotta go get it. And sort out all my shit. I'm always forgetting to do everything. Old age, see. How's it going? Yeah, I know. See, it's not easy. Imagine when I get your age. See, I'm gonna be even worse. I'm gonna be even worse. Dang. Yo, yo, what's up? How you doing, Caddy? Good to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. Just had veggie pizza. What did I have? I had penne and meat sauce and some garlic bread. My sister made it, but it was all right. But it was all right. It wasn't nothing great. Yeah, sure, sweetheart. I just literally came on 3 minutes, so I'll be here for like an hour and a bit. I always say I'm only gonna be here for a little while. Yesterday I was on here for 3 hours. Hopefully I'm not on that late tonight. Hell no. Yeah, good. I love to chat with you. No problem. Not a problem. Always here for my caddy. Round table pizza. Oh, nice. No problem, sweetie. I love pizza, but I like making homemade pizza. Like I buy the round, pizza dough. I don't buy the frozen one. I buy like the one that's like on the side, like, and I just like, and it comes like four pizza doughs in a package. I forget what it's called. Um, and it's like I just take it, put it on a pan. I lightly coat it with sauce because I don't like too much sauce, and I just fry up some bacon, mushrooms, and Portuguese sausage, and I throw it on the pizza and cake it with cheese, and that's it. No, we don't have round table pizza. No, we have a lot of pizza places, but none of them are round table pizza like type of things, like the actual place. But I like making my own pizza. I love making homemade pizza. It's the best. And I put olives on mine as well, onions. I like put like I like meat lovers pizza, but I'm like making my own. Mm. If the pizza has mushrooms on it, I'm good to go. I just had homemade pizza like last week. I think I had it on Saturday, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, I totally like making my own pizza. And then if I don't have any pizza like crust things, I just take a piece of stick bread and I cut it right down the middle, open it up, and then make it out of that. I haven't done that in a while, but I want to. Like French bread pizza. I'm not really like I'll eat pepperoni, but I'm not really a big fan of pepperoni. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's how I am. But it's getting harder and harder to figure out what the heck to eat. Every day I'm like, what the hell are we gonna make tomorrow? What the hell am I gonna make today? What am I gonna do tomorrow? What am I gonna do the next day? It's actually pretty annoying of figuring out what the heck I'm gonna make next. So yeah, I don't know. Well, that's good that Ali cooks. I cook every day here. My sister cooked today, but she didn't do a very good job of it. My sister, she has no patience when she cooks. Oh my god! Speaking of my sister, I gotta text her real quick. She's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, see, she cooks and then you have to wash the dishes, right? Hey, Lorraine the Pain, what's up? Hello, hello. Yeah, that the thing is just hanging out, cool. I was just telling Ninja I had my sister made penne and meat sauce and garlic bread. It was okay. She made it, but it wasn't the greatest. It was okay. I'll give her 7 out of 10. My sister's texting me. Give me a sec. All right, cool. I told her leave me alone because I'm online. No, that's not my ringtone. That's WhatsApp. She's texting me on WhatsApp, and I have it open and goes. That ain't my ringtone. No, hell no. That'd be the most irritating ringtone in the world. I'm not really like one of those people who have like songs and shit on my ringtones and all that type of crap. My phone just rings like no, no, no. That's like the WhatsApp thing. Whatever is on there, I leave it in. I don't really give a shit. Like as long as I can answer the phone and But I'm not the type of person to put like a song on my ringtone or have a different song for a different person or a different ringtone. I don't get into all that type of shit. I have whatever the phone came with. I'll take it. It's cool. I don't need all that fancy shit. I've never been the type of person to be fucking around with phones all the time. It's bad enough that I had to upgrade from 8. I had the iPhone 8 for years, and then recently my phone was acting crazy. It wouldn't update, it wouldn't do this, it wouldn't do that. So I went and bought the iPhone 14. That's what I have now. So now I won't have to buy a phone for another 6 years. So the next time I get a phone, it'll be iPhone 20. Because I don't like changing my phone and all that shit. As long as it works, as long as I can answer and they say hello, and I can hear that person, that's all I care about. I don't care about, like, I don't really go on social media a lot with my phone. I'd rather go on my computer for Facebook and shit like that. Mark, so I need advice. Hopefully I don't regret it. See, well, there you go. That's your advice. Don't ask. You can always ask me for advice. You might not like it. Not many people do. Some people love my advice. Some people say I give great advice. But whether you take it or not, that's up to you. Oh God, that would be so annoying. My sister has the same ringtone she's had for years as some Sean Paul song. And I was like, oh my God, you still haven't changed that trash? She goes, no, I like my ringtone. I love this song, man. I'm like, mine's just a regular like ringing. That's what it does. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care about that shit. Me, I've never been a phone like fanatic, like a phone person where I love my phone and I have to have a really cool cover or something like that. My phone is plain and simple. The only thing I do is I put like a wallpaper of my team, you know. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let me see what your drama is today. Being too pressury. He tells me how to think, that I should learn something new almost every day, or what I should do or need to do. And it's like, it feels like he's crossing my boundaries. He means well, but it's not his place. So, why don't, when he said those things, why don't you say to him, hey, look, I know you mean well. I know like you're trying to get me to do these things, but you need to let me be me. If you don't want me to be me and you don't like what you see or what you have in front of you, then don't tell me what to do. That's it. But if he's doing that, he looks like a control freak. Sounds like a control freak. A guy who does that, to me, they want to control you. And that's a bad sign, to be honest. That's a bad sign. But hey, some women like to be told what to do. So if you're one of those type, then hey, it fits perfect. If you're not, then oh well. You can sit there and tell him your boundaries, but that's not going to change the way he is. See what I'm saying? Well, if he made you cry and he's doing it, then that means he's either one of the two things. He's trying to get rid of you. He's trying to get rid of you in a way where you're gonna snap and go, and or he's doing it to test you to see how much you're willing to take, or he's trying to change you and program you into his own narcissistic way. That sounds like narcissistic behavior to me, to be honest. Hey, Erica, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? To be honest, this is like a red flag. Now that you're telling me that, it's a red flag. If a woman did that shit to me, I wouldn't even be talking to him no more. Yeah, it is. Straight up. It's not about apologizing. It's about not doing it in the first place. A relationship should never be about someone telling the other person what they should do and what they should not do. That's bullshit. That's not a relationship. That's just tell him you already have a daddy. You don't need him. You don't need another one. And then my daddy ain't telling me what to do anyway. So fuck that. My advice is run now while you have a chance. For him to say that, that's like a manipulation thing, though. If somebody says, "Oh, I see your potential," that's kind of like, giving you like well, that's a narcissistic behavior, though. That's the start of it. When somebody tries to tell you what to do all the time, or tells you how to live your life, that's narcissistic behavior, in my opinion. You call it whatever you want, but that's what I'm calling it. You know what I'm saying? That's the start of it. Because what it is once he gets you to do what he wants you to do, you become his bitch. You don't become his girlfriend. See what I'm saying? You become his bitch. Bitch do this, bitch do that. You're gonna do what I tell you to do, and you're gonna do what I want you to do. If you don't do what I want you to do, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and then I'm gonna try it again until you do it. So if he's already made you cry, and he's been apologizing, how many times has he apologized to you since he knew you, since he's known you? Quite a few times. You've told me this already. Yeah, but see, that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change though. If he's doing that now, he's gonna continue to do it. And let me tell you, yeah, but that's the thing. When you start apologizing, that's a red flag because it shouldn't be that way. And if he's telling you what to do and telling you how you should live your life, that's even worse. Let me tell you something. My opinion is this. My advice is this. If a person that you're getting yourself involved with, if they start to tell you how to live your life without you asking, now if you asked for his advice or his opinion, then that's different. But if you're not asking for his advice and his opinion, and he's just telling you how to live your life, that's when you be like, don't fucking tell me what to do, bro. I'm gonna live my life the way I want it. If I feel like changing, then I will. And then if I change, I'm changing for you. So that's pointless. You're not supposed to change for someone. They should be accepting the person who you are, knowing that you're not going to change, and live with it. But if you don't want to live with that person's ways, and you can't live with that person's ways, then you don't be with that person. See, and this is the problem with most people and their relationships, is they see the red flag, they leave it up on the pole waving until they get so mad that they cut that fucking pole down and say, okay, the red flag was there. I'm so dumb. I didn't take it when I did. Now I got to cut the whole pole down to get the flag down. And now it's too late because my feelings are hurt. Then you start to blame that person. But really, it's your fault from the beginning for not leaving, for not, putting your foot down or like going further. Well, if you want somebody to match him, tell him go get a robot and program it to be like him. And see, he's a Pisces man. Pisces men, they want you to do what they want you to do. That's their trait. See, Pisces men are very like dominant, you know. Pisces man, like you do what I tell you to do, or else fuck it. There's I'm better than you, and that's the way it is. Oh, there you go. See, you're answering your own question, and you've already given yourself advice. Take it. I'm the type of person when I give you advice on a relationship, if you're not happy now, you won't be happy later. It ain't gonna change. It's just gonna get worse. Trust me. That's why I'm single and have been single for a long time because I used to do the same thing. Well, that's what he says, but what he does is a different story. But you gotta ask yourself this question. Well, that's the thing. Well, ask yourself this question, right? You gotta ask yourself this question. Do you feel that you're getting somewhere in the little bit of time you've been with him? If you have, fine. If you haven't, then that answers your question. Apologizing and acting sincere or being sincere. Yeah, see, well, there you go. But that happened for a reason. But remember, I'll take you back a little bit because I know your situation. I'll rewind the film for you to remind you of something. Okay, I'm gonna rewind the film. And I remember you saying to me you ran out to dinner with him, and the first thing he did was go get a drink, right? And you thought that was rude because, you know, you wanted to go sit down and go to your table and then go get a drink, right? Or so whatever. So right from the beginning, you weren't really happy with the behavior. Right. Okay, so he apologized, he corrected it, and he never did it again. So you also got to ask yourself this. I'm complaining about petty things that he does, right? Because those are all petty things at the end of the day, right? It is petty, but it's petty to me, but it might not be petty to you. So you got to be with somebody that, and you also got to ask yourself this. Is he giving me 100%? Is he giving me 75%? Do I really want to be around somebody who's going to apologize to me every time and make me mad or make me cry? Do I want to be with somebody who's telling me what I want and what I should be doing? A guy should be encouraging you. A guy should be encouraging you to do things, not telling you what to do, but encouraging you to. Right? So that's up to you. Well, if you're very smart, then you're going to make the smart decision. Whether what that is, I don't know. Only you know. So it's either you give it a chance, see what happens, or you do whatever you have to do. But remember, you have to do what's best for you, not for him. You got to do what's best for you. Well, I've heard that. Hey, Caddy, I got your donation. Thanks, sweetie. You can ask your question when you're ready. But I'll tell you one thing: with this again, if he does it again, if he does it again, if he does it again, I've heard a lot of people say if he does it again, but he should have never done it in the first place. Well, if you bring it up tonight and you say whatever, and if he reacts to it in a bad way, then you know what you got to do. But like I said, if you're gonna wait for a change, or you're gonna wait for that behavior again, then you're just gonna be, looking for another fault. That's the thing. It's up to you, sweetheart. You do as you want. But I don't deal with that type of behavior. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. Hell no. Now, if I'm with a girl and I'm dating them, you know, oh, there you go. A guy shouldn't be making you cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where if a woman says to me, hey, look, you know, you work for yourself. I think you should be working more. You know, you shouldn't be home doing readings. This is like some fucking weird shit. Like, I don't think you should be a psychic because, you know, that's demonic. If she said that to me, I said, look, sweetheart, look, no offense to you, but you see that door right there? You need to go through that door and don't ever come the fuck back and don't ever tell me what the fuck to do. You understand, woman? That's exactly what I would say to that woman if they said that shit to me. If she tried to run my life or tell me what to do or tell me how I should live my life, she's going through that door and never coming back. I ain't telling me what to do. She should be like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. You know, what is, you know, can you read me or can you show me like what's going on with your life? And oh, that's fascinating. Or I don't really like psychic stuff, but you know, it's okay. Like, you know, you can do it, whatever, it's your life. That's like me telling my girlfriend, oh, you know, you play volleyball and your ass cheeks are hanging out and these guys on the side are looking at you, lusting over you. I think you should put on shorts or I think you should stop playing volleyball because your ass is out for everybody to see. What's that girl gonna tell me? She's gonna say, well, get a life, yo. I don't give a shit. I'm playing volleyball. I'm good at it. You know, my ass is out. I don't give a fuck. So is everybody else's. You know, that's like the most stupidest thing you could tell somebody. A relationship ain't supposed to be you telling each other what to do. It's you coming together to help each other and support each other, no matter what that person likes or does. You know? That's it. That's what I'm saying, Caddy. Why do people always want to change something? If you want to change somebody, go get a fucking robot and program it to do what the hell you want. They have that now. Go get a robot and program to talk to you and tell them what you want. Go ahead. You'll love that robot for the rest of your life because you can tell them what to do. You ain't telling me what to do. Hell no. But those are suggestions that you give each other. You know, those are suggestions, right? But if somebody tries to change you or tell you that, you know, they see potential in you and all that shit, that's just like that word is not a good word. Potential means you can do it, but I don't feel like you can. The word should be, I believe in you and I know you can. Potential means half failure, half non-failure. Potential is like you might. Potential means might. Now, believe in you and I know you can do it is more, yes, I know you believe in me. I know I can do it. All right. He probably threw that. He probably deleted that shit. Hi, my little angel. Good to see you. I'm glad you came to see Daddy. All right, Caddy, you said, what should I do about this Aquarius? Dump him and deal with me. I'm a better Aquarius. All right, let me see, Caddy. I told you that from day one. I don't know. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'll tell you, I remember telling you in the very beginning that this guy, just watch your back, you know, might doesn't seem what it is. Oh no, you don't know, Ma. He's so nice to me, and oh my God. I'm like, okay, All right. I'll leave it alone. I wish you luck. Go for it. You know, I remember telling you watch your back and say, don't get too close. Feel him out. Test his sincerity. All right. Whatever. You lost your Wi-Fi, but you're back. All right, sweetheart. I'm gonna take care of you now. Can you hear me now? Do you have Verizon? Can you hear me now? All right, what should Caddy do? Okay, what should Caddy do about this Aquarius person she's talking about? T-Mobile, okay, good. Oh, mercy. Yeah, here it was raining all day and windy as fuck all week. Now it's kind of like, okay, now it's still sprinkling, but like the wind is up and down. The Ninja comes out of nowhere. T-Mobile is terrible. I have them. All right. We will enter tornado season before. Yeah, I know, right? All right, Caddy. What I got with this Aquarius person is not too good. You and this person shows up in the reading, but I'll pretend I didn't see sleeping in the bathtub season. I'm sorry. That's why they call you Ninja. You come out of nowhere. See, me and True Gem Caddy, me and her have bathtub, chronicles. Never mind. I'll keep that for later. Never mind. Right, Caddy? Sorry, I won't bring our bathtub episodes on, on here. Sorry. Okay. I would say this Aquarius is very narrow-minded, and they could be like kind of vengeful-ish. I kind of think that they don't want to be in a really serious relationship with you or try to be, because they've gone through like some bullshit in the past in their own life. I also feel like this person has been through some type of either a divorce, or they've been through like a very troubled relationship, and they're not really wanting to be in another love relationship because they know that their judgment of people isn't really that great, and they really haven't had a really fair relationship or friendship since this. And this person thinks that every relationship they're going to get into is going to be bad. They think that every relationship they're going to deal with is going to be a failure, or the person's not going to meet their criteria, or meet their, their needs and shit like that. Like, and also there's interference with this guy, like with this person, this Aquarius, is like people around him are interfering in his life or interfering in his feelings, and tell him, hey man, don't get yourself involved with anybody, blah, blah, blah. And he's getting back to that. He's thinking about his past too much, Yeah. Well, I get another woman here, and the woman's like very malicious and like telling him that, this is a bad partner for you. This is not the right partner for you. This is not the right person for you. Are you really going to tolerate this? This woman has already been divorced. This woman, has a child. This woman has this woman has this. And it's like, I feel like his family is like running you down behind your back. That could be happening. Yeah. I don't get nothing good, to be honest. I don't. Like I don't lie to you, you know that. I don't lie to anybody, but I don't get nothing good here. I think that they're in his head telling him that, Caddy's not the right person for you. You know. Oh yeah, well that's how it works. You know. That's how it works. Like even the way he feels about you, he feels like he has to put a lot of effort into being with you, and he's also worried and concerned, and he feels like some sort of like difficult situation if he were to be with you in 100% relationship. And I also feel like his temperament and his way is not really honest. He's not really an honest person. I think he lies to you, and I think that he tells you what you want to hear, and he lives like a double standard. Exactly. We don't. You know, that's what I think, and that's what I see with this guy. Like and I hate to say it, but I don't know what the hell's going on with these Aquarius men. Cause I'm not like that. Like I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. Yeah, well, the thing is, I feel like he doesn't feel like the reason why I would say yes, you should ditch this dude is because he feels he can't go nowhere with you in life, and that's probably why. But I'm getting a lot of people talk shit about Aquarius guys lately. Like I can't stand that. What the fuck these guys doing to me, man? These guys are making me look bad. I'm gonna tell people I don't know. I don't want to be another sign. I'll tell them I'm double Aquarius. So that's different from being a single Aquarius because you only have half a brain. Maybe I'm gonna do that now. That's great. See, I am Aquarius, sun and rising. So I'm gonna tell everybody there's a difference between your Aquarius man, because he's only an Aquarius. But see, I'm a double Aquarius, so that means I'm double the fun. I'm double smart. See, that's what I'm gonna start telling people, which is the truth anyway. But honestly, I think this guy doesn't want to change, and I think that he's very like I think he's dishonest with you. I don't think that he really wants to be with you 100%. I can't teach old dogs new tricks, man. I can't teach people how to be decent anymore. It's either you are or you aren't. It's really sad though, you know. Well, that's what they all say. Let me tell you something. There's so many women that I know that come to me and tell me, "Oh, this guy's so nice. This guy's this. This guy's that." And then they come to me and say, "Yeah, Mark, this fucking guy's a weirdo, or this guy's this, and I don't want a man no more, and I'm sick and tired of men, and blah blah blah." I hear the same thing from men about women. It's the same shit. It's actually pretty annoying and it's disappointing. But as far as this Aquarius guy, I would say like he's not the type of person that you're gonna be spending your life with forever. I think he's just stringing you along to see how far he can string you along and see how far he can take things with you, and that's it. He really doesn't want no serious commitment. He thinks he has to put in too much effort to be with you, if that makes sense. And I think his family is telling him, look, you don't want no parts of this woman. Well, there's a lot of men who need a woman in their life because they don't want to be alone. But if you love yourself, you don't need nobody, you know? Listen, I want everybody to be happy, but sometimes if we want more than happiness, then we have to you know, Oh, there you go. That's all that matters, sweetheart. If you love yourself, that's all that matters. I can tell you love yourself, yeah. Most Leo women, they love themselves anyway. They convince themselves that they love themselves, yeah. Well, the thing is, Caddy, is sometimes people are really, good in one way and bad in another. But I mean, I just don't. I mean, if you feel that way right now, you got to ask yourself, do you see this person with you? Like, I think that most people don't give things a chance, and then and some people give things a chance and then it don't work, and they wish they would have never did it, right? So the thing is, you got to ask yourself, yes, this person's a lot of fun. They're good at this, they're nice at that, but do I see myself with this person for the rest of my life? After like a couple of months knowing somebody, you'll know pretty much, if this person really is decent for you or good for you. Or some people can analyze that in a matter of months, and some people can't. It takes me a few hours. All I got to do is talk to somebody a few times, and I already know what type of person they are. They can't fool me. I already know. I can see right through the person. Like, I look at a person as a piece of glass. If I can see right through you and see the other side, then I know you're full of shit, and I know you're not the right person for me. I have a different mentality on those things, but um, oh, there you go. Yeah. No matter how many times I check, Caddy, it doesn't say that you're going to be in a relationship with this guy. It keeps telling me that it's not a really valued friendship, and his past has also, broken his heart. I don't know if that's true or not, but he feels like it's going to be bad luck in the long run being with you or being with anybody at that matter, because he has this mentality where I feel like he also hides how he really is or who he really is. And I think that he thinks that every person around him is a threat to his safety or like a threat to him. And I feel like, he probably doesn't have the right amount of cash or the right amount of like financial stability to actually feel like he can rule the world or be in a really decent relationship. There you go. See, there you go. That's why he's the way he is. So let me just tell you something, that what happens with a lot of people. Good night, Ninja. Take care. Let me tell you something that happens with a lot of people is when a person gets severely hurt, like how he did, right? They either do one or two things. They stay single for a very long time before they learn how to love again or want to love again, or they go look for the first person that they can manipulate so they can say, all women are bitches and all women are, I'm going to get them all back. I'm going to go have sex with all the women I want. I'm going to treat them like shit, like how this one woman treated me. And that's the mentality. That's the sad mentality of a lot of people. When they're in a bad relationship, they take it out on the next person, or they want to make they think that every single person is going to be the same way. They think that, oh yeah, this, and this. I'm gonna get back at every woman now because all women are the same. They're going to break my heart. They're going to take my money. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And some women do it too. Some women would be like, this man, all men are dogs, all men are assholes. So I'm going to go F every man I can, and I'm going to leave them and break their hearts just like they broke mine. So it's like a vindictive energy that some people have. And it's sad that they're like that because they can actually find the right person when they're really treating that right person the wrong way. The universe gave them the right person after a downfall or after a divorce or after a bad relationship. And they just don't see it. They just want to be vindictive and try and get back every single person that comes in their energy. So you have people who don't want to be together with anybody ever again because they feel like they can't, or they can't find the right person. And there's some people who are just very vindictive and just want to be, let me get back at everybody. That's my opinion on how people are and what people do when they get themselves in that position. And 9 out of the 10 times that happens. Yeah, it is a sad way to live, and that's why I can't live that way. And unfortunately, that's what happens. That's why a lot of, what I've noticed also is when people are married and they get a divorce after a few years, either one of those people that get, like when the man and the woman get divorced, the woman's gonna find a man right away, and she's gonna either get married or live with that person and be with that person to get back at the husband, or show everyone that I wasn't the problem, he was. Or the guy's gonna say, I'm divorcing this woman, right? Because she cheated on me or something like that. So she went to the person she cheated with, and the guy ends up finding somebody else, and then he's gonna always think that that next woman's gonna cheat on him because it happened to him already in his marriage. See, the problem that I feel is going on in this world is everybody thinks that everybody's the same. Man, that's not true. Not everybody's the same. We have to make better choices. It's on us. It's our fault for choosing to see the red flag and let it fly in our face, or we take the red flag, we throw it in the trash, we throw it all away, and we move on to the next person that's available to take your heart, not your coochie. And that's the biggest problem I feel that's in this world and in this whole dating and relationship system. Is that's the problem, and that's the issue, and that is the problem. And people think that that person is going to either change or like wake up and feel like you're the trophy and you're the best thing in the world. But then 2 years later, you find that you made the mistake and you should have took that chance when you did to get out. But then again, what's perfect, right? Nothing. You're damn right. Well, that's the thing. I've been single for 5 years now, and I'm not ashamed of it. There's nothing wrong with me. What's right with me is I want to find the right person and not have that mistake happen again. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. The only thing is you got to make sure you got to make sure you're happy. So if you're happy single, then that's great. You don't need nobody to complete you. But if somebody tries to come and get your heart, then that's a different situation, right? You want them to have your heart. You finally met the right person. You finally see the right person in front of you. And then, you still obviously test that person and see how things go. And then you go from there. It's normal, right? But I think people need to investigate the person that they deal with. That's what you got to do. That's what one of my cards say in my deck. Investigate the person that you're dealing with. And the reason I made that card, because a lot of people don't investigate the person that they're dealing with. There's nothing wrong with checking who that person is. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is the issue. People have too much trust in someone you just met without knowing who they really are. You should do background checks. You should really check who the person is. Find, dig until you can't dig no more. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but it's the right thing to do, because these days you never know who the hell you're meeting and who the hell you're dealing with. You never know. People are Hollywood actors out there. They'll make you think you're one person, and then next thing you know, you're with some crazy ass person that you didn't check and you regret it. It's better to be safe than sorry, like they say, right? Some people will call me crazy and said, "Oh, I ain't got no time for that. How the hell am I supposed to find that out?" Well, then don't come to me and, complain if you ain't checked. Right, but people will always comply in the beginning. But after they get to know you and after they see how you are, after they see how you live, you know, they start to change, see, because you're not really the person that they wanted. See, beauty blinds people, you know, and those things all happen. Like, I'm not against relationships. I'm only against, my decisions. Like, I don't want to be the person who gets hurt again and again and again because I didn't check, or I didn't do my research, or I just jumped in thinking, yeah, this woman's fine as fuck. Look at this fat ass. Look at this nice, she's got a great body. She's got a great job. She's got a nice car. She's got her own place. This is the perfect woman for me. Sometimes that's not the perfect woman. She could be the devil in disguise. All I know, she could have had a record. She could have beat the shit out of her last ex and put him in the hospital and he was fucking sleeping. Or she could have robbed two guys before me. Next thing you know, she was like, "No, babe, I would never do that." Next thing you know, she's giving you a slappy, and then you're thinking, "Yeah, this woman loves me. I'm good." Meanwhile, she's doing all this dumb shit behind your back. I'm too like, I'm older now, so like I don't let my dick get in the way of my brain. And I'll admit it. I don't. I no longer let my dick get ahead of my brain. My brain is always ahead of my dick now. And I'm the type of guy that I'll admit it. It's just the way I am. I ain't gonna let nobody take my heart no more and throw it down the drain. It ain't happening. You gotta earn it. When you earn my heart and I trust you, I'll love you. But if not, it ain't happening. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. They all gotta go through me first. Yeah, I understand all that. Sometimes you get excited because you meet somebody, but we can't get excited. It's too much at stake. And nowadays, like, I feel like everybody um feels like they know somebody within a little bit of time. Mm-mm. Yeah, I remember talking about about a lot of things in the beginning. Well, you can. It's just like, but do it to a certain extent. Like, I have a different outlook than a lot of people, and some people will be listening to me and be like, "Yeah, this guy's crazy. He don't know nothing." you know, it's up to you. Like, Becca, I think you get stressed out about love because you want it so bad. And you're also, you said the other day that you're in your prime. See, 22 is prime time. You know, when I was 22, I'd rather keep that quiet. But yeah, I know how you feel. I was once 22. And that's when I wanted love the most. And I didn't get it. I didn't get any hoe I wanted at that age. Yeah, fresh. Some people's coochies is fresh at 22. Some of them are abused by that age. Holy shit. Oh boy, especially these young girls now. These young girls, they start 14, 13 in the school bathroom taking it. By the time they go 22, they're like the Grand Canyon. Fuck. Back in my day, those girls are scared they'll get their ass beat up by their daddy or their mama, or it was different back in my day. They weren't about that. They didn't want to be called a hoe back then. God forbid. No way. Don't you dare call me a hoe. Oh, that's because you're an air sign. See, air needs to be fueled. See, you're a Libra. We got Caddy the Gemini and me the Aquarius. So those things are going to be normal. You all slap it silly. Damn Wi-Fi. Well, You're welcome, Caddy. Don't worry. Once I'm able to travel, we can have our next bathtub episode, okay? I'll come visit you. Now here she goes again, waiting for my boo to FaceTime me so I can have a conversation. All right. Whatever you say, Lorraine. Wish you luck. You're eating a banana? See, I knew you were eating a banana. I knew it. Don't be practicing on that damn thing either. I know how you are. Getting all excited. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with you women. I don't eat bananas like that. I don't like bananas. Promise? Of course I promise. I swear on my life. I need to go over that side where you live. I need to get over there. That's one of my dreams, is to come over that side and catch up with my ancestry. I'm just waiting for your stupid president, Sleepy Joe, to give me a damn unvaccinated pass and get over their stupidity. COVID-19 is overrated and vaccines are overrated. Just let me inside the United States unvaccinated, for crying out loud. Then you wonder why S treats you the way you are, see? Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I gotta do with you. That's no problem. See, I know you longer than these women here, see, No, I don't, I don't want to. I'm trying to be nice, like, because if I have some, like, I might have some newcomers in the background lurking. They might be like, this guy's roasting this chick. Damn, he ain't no damn psychic. You're gonna end up making me look bad, trying to get me to roast you. Yes, back, I'll give you any message you want. Daddy's here, no fear. What would you like tonight, my little angel? She says, "Pretty please shut up." See, like, she's provokes me. See, Erica, you see what I have to deal with? Ain't nothing changed. Look, now she says, "I'm just joking, Mark. Oh my God, do I look mad to you?" You're joking. I can take it. Okay, I'm not like you. I'm not gonna sit in a corner and cry. You know. See what I put up with? It's fun. I know. Yeah, it is fun. I have fun all the time. I know you're sensitive. That's why you can't be in a relationship with a hardcore guy like me. See, I tease you, and I'm not even your man, and you get all sensitive. See, just imagine. You can never date an Aquarius guy. You be fucked. Hell no. That shit wouldn't even last a week. Plus, I'm your opposite anyway. Leo women, they're too. Yeah, I can't deal with no Leo women. Look, see, that's where you see that. This is why. Damn it. I'm too much for a Leo, man. Anyway, see, look, don't get me started on Leos. Look, Leo, man, on my weakness. See, look. My first true love was a Leo woman. And then she broke my heart. And then I was like, oh, well, such is life. One of the most favorite women I've ever been involved with, which is an Aquarius. So I need to go find me a nice Aquarius woman. That'll be nice. I just need me a woman with a brain. That'll be good. All right. All right, Becca, let's see what we got for you. 1, 2. Well, apparently, according to astrology, the best match for Aquarius men is in another Aquarius woman or a Gemini or a Libra because we're air signs. I've been involved with majority all fire signs, to be honest. All fire signs have been pretty much in my life. All right. Becca, you're going to be getting messages. You're going to be getting messages from a soulmate. And this soulmate has unspoken feelings towards you. They're going to finally tell you how they feel. Because right now they're not telling you how they feel. It's unspoken feelings from your soulmate. And you're going to get messages from this person. So be prepared for communication. This person is going to tell you really how they feel, and they're your soulmate. You like swans? Yeah. There you go. You only like swans because they get wet. Swans mate for life. I guess I want to be a swan in my next life then. That sounds like a great life to me. I'll be a swan in my next life then. Sounds good. Cause more than one mate is a fucking headache. Don't say that, Caddy. Be positive. More than one woman is a damn pain in the ass. I wish I had one woman my whole life, but that didn't happen. unfortunately. But I'm sure everybody would really want that. Not everybody, unless you're like, a person who needs more than one person, or a person who likes to try more than, whatever. Caddy, would you like 3 cards from this deck too? And anybody else in here that would like a message, let me know. I'll give you one. All right, Caddy. Anything you like is BBC. All right. Ooh. Okay, Erica, no problem. Caddy, this looks like you. Look, you're still pining. This is the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This is Caddy, look. Still pining. You might get a phone call, but not from a phone like that. If they have a phone still like that, you're in trouble. But yeah, you're going to be getting a phone call from someone. And this person also could be your soulmate. Here we go again. Look, soulmate card twice. So you're going to be getting a phone call from a soulmate because you're still pining. All right, Erica. Well, one may be your soul and one may be your mate. That's how it works sometimes. One could be taking your soul and one's going to be your mate. Or one of them, soulmate. We all have multiple soulmates. See, the good thing about vocabulary and words is you can say this is a good soulmate or they're a bad soulmate. Or they was my soulmate, but you realize they weren't. See, we can always put words in front of words. That's why, it's like that. Taking my soul, all right. Let's see. I feel sorry for the person who took anything from you. I try to be. All right, Erica, you're next. No, there you go. See? Problem solved. All right. Erica, you might be giving somebody the cold shoulder. And the person you're giving the cold shoulder to might want to rekindle with you. But the person that wants to rekindle, you're like, I don't know if I want to. Because they want to know if everything is forgiven. And you don't know if you want to forgive this person. That's why you're giving them the cold shoulder. But they still want to rekindle. So maybe they're reminiscent of that coochie coo. But they want to be forgiven so they can rekindle and grab your shoulder. Lorraine the Pain, would you like a message? It's the Virgo? Oh, yeah. Hey, well, I don't blame you. Cheap thanks. Good, I weren't going to give you a message anyway. You don't deserve a message from these beautiful cards. They're only for beautiful people. Hey, well, I'm a fixed sign too. I feel you on that. You're right. These cards are luxury. These cards are luxury. Something you don't know nothing about. Yeah. You're still drinking spring water that's cheap. Uh-huh. Right. If that was the case, let me keep quiet. Shut up, Mark. Shut up, Mark. Shut up. Okay. Breathe. Okay, ready. Okay, I'm gonna pull some cards for myself. All right, let me see what I get. What the fuck is this shit? I think I need a reshuffle. All right. Actually, I kind of like, yeah. Well, kind of makes sense. Looks like somebody has an obsession over me. I kind of know who that is, but the obsession to me is a no, a hell no. I'm not dealing with no obsession from no obsessed hoe, and I'm gonna be celebrating soon. Celebration time. Or I might have somebody say, look, I'm not obsessed with you. I just want to celebrate. Could be that too. I don't know. In a good world, I guess. Because I ain't obsessed with nobody. That's for sure. Hell no. I don't know. I had to cut off somebody today. So that was obsessed. So maybe that was it. I said no to the obsession and now I'm celebrating. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had some obsessed chick talking to me for the past couple of days. And then today I had to cut her off. I was like, I'm had enough. I can't listen to this bullshit every day. I really can't. I ain't got no time for that shit. See, look, now these women are in here twerking, bouncing, splits, popping. The multiple texts in a row for me. Yeah, well, I had this chick texting me, and then she said that she wanted, like, she said that she didn't have, like, she lost her job, and you know, she never asked me for money or anything like that. Not that I was giving her any anyway. I barely knew her, you know, it just met her. Then I knew it was coming, and then she was like, yeah, you know, I have to find money, I have to find a job, you know, I was wondering if I can get, you know, get you to give me some money so I can go get something to eat. I said, well, if you have money to have a phone and to have internet and to talk to me all this time on your phone, then get off your phone and go get some fucking money to go buy your food because I won't be buying you shit. And she didn't say nothing. I just went block, delete, and goodbye. I was like, these people must think I'm crazy. I knew it was coming. I smelt it coming. But that's how people are though. Yeah, the audacity. But they act all cool in the beginning, and then they switch up because they want to see if I'm dumb and I'm gonna give them money. I'm like, I'm gonna give you money, all right. When a person tells me they don't have their money, but they're on here watching me on the internet, or they're on a phone, or they're on a computer, then if you don't have no money, sell your phone and your computer and go get something to eat then. Fuck out of here. I don't like that. That's like the biggest turn off in the world is when a woman asks me for money and you barely know me. That's a no. That is the biggest no in my commandments. See how God has 10 commandments? So do I. And the first commandment is don't ask me for fucking money. That's the worst thing you can ask me. That's a hell no. If I offer it, that's different. But don't ask me for it. Once you ask me, you're cut off. Like, fuck you think I am? Some bank? No. Yeah, it's facts though. Like, I can't do that shit. That's not happening. Like, I'll graciously help you. I'll if I offer it to you, yes, okay, that's fine. That's on me. But don't ask me and you don't even know me. You know? That's a hell no. And I saw it coming too. I was like, oh yeah, I knew this is coming next. Watch. It's not easy. Sad part is I even offered her a job. Offered to find her a job or get her a job. She said, fuck that job. I want you to give me money. Yeah? Okay, hold on a sec. Now you can talk to yourself. Yeah, see that? That's bullshit, Caddy. Like, see, I live in this apartment right now, right? If a woman started, if I was involved with a woman and they said, hey, do you want to live in my apartment and help me pay rent, or do you want me to come to your apartment and help you rent? I would sit there and analyze the situation, and I'll be like, look, if I was ready to move in or we were ready to move in or whatever, I would say, look, let's choose the better apartment, which is mine or yours, whatever the case may be. Let's choose the better situation, the better location until, we get something else or whatever, or the cheaper or whatever, the most sufficient place to live in. And we'll go from there. One of us give up the apartment and go live with the other. That's fine. But we're going to split everything right down the middle. In the perfect world, we could, yeah. But it's not a hard thing to do. Working together, you can make it happen. That's what people don't want to do, because I think people have this notion where, somebody, if you already come to somebody that has a place, that you're set for life. What? So what? That person don't have bills or something? You're not gonna have bills? You think somebody's gonna keep paying for your shit all the time? Some people get that luck where they find somebody that dumb to do that shit for them. I'm not that lucky, but not that I want to be in that situation. Even if I met like a rich woman and she said to me, you know what, Mark, you don't have to pay for nothing. I just want you to live with me. I love you, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, no, babe. I can't live like that. I gotta pay for shit. Okay, well, you could pay for this, and this. Okay, well, that's better. I'm not gonna live with you for free and have you and live off of you, like, I don't want that. And some guys would be like, hell yeah, I'll take that offer. I'll just give her some D and pay for food every now and then, and that's it. I'm good. I'll live off this, rich chick. I can't do it. My conscience will bother me. I can't live off of people like that. That's not how I was raised, and that's not what I do. I can't do that. I like to do things evenly, equally, so there's no discrepancies and there's no like, when we get into an argument, I don't want her to say, I pay for your shit. I give you everything for free. And no. I ain't waiting for that day you can be sitting there talking to me like that, because I'm going to tell you, well, you're the dumbass who let me stay here for free. You're the dumbass who told me that I can do that and do that. No, 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 no. Hell no, woman, you're not gonna rub that shit on my face. I that ain't happening. Oh no, no, no. I want to be making sure that you can't rub nothing in my face and you can't tell me I didn't do this and I didn't do that because that ain't happening. And I don't want to do that to you either. So if everything's split evenly and done evenly, then there's even blame and there's no blame. Everything says, well, I can't blame them because they pay this, they do that. When you equally do things in a relationship, then there's nothing to complain about. That's why relationships don't work because there's too much complaining. Somebody has to complain about the other person, or else there is no relationship. Because everybody's too busy listening to everybody else and how what they deal with. Fuck that. Exactly. As easy as they can take it, they can give it away. Absolutely. That's why I think that getting married is a big risk because when you leave each other, it's half and half. And what if the other person paid more and did more than you the whole time you were together? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. That person should leave with the same amount they came with. But obviously that's not the case. See that's why I have to really analyze that whole situation before I ever do it. Especially now in 2023 where divorce is more a 90% chance than there is a 90% chance of a good marriage. Because people have completely ruined what a marriage really is. A marriage to people these days is if I'm not getting what I want and you're not changing or you're not doing something this or you're not doing that, I'm leaving. So a divorce becomes more expensive than a marriage. So why are we getting married again? I've seen it happen all too many times, man. I can't take it. I can't listen to. I can't see that shit anymore. It's discouraging. Yeah, making a woman a maid and all that shit. I don't like that. I don't want to put a woman in a position where she has to feel like she has to do everything for me. Like I'm an independent guy. I can cook, I can clean, I can iron clothes, I can wash clothes. The only thing I can't do that you do is give a birth to a child. But I can take care of a child just as good as you can. I can definitely do what you can and more. So I will always make it known to that woman that I don't really need you, I want you. But together we can be unstoppable. Together we can be the best team in the world. But if you don't pull your weight, then it ain't gonna work. Because I know for sure I will. That's a fact. But are you? And everybody should have that mentality when they go into a relationship. But unfortunately, people don't. People take relationships these days as a joke. I think people take it not too serious like they should be. And that's the biggest problem. There's no value of a person. There's no appreciation of a person. I don't know what's so hard about telling your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your significant other how much you care about them, how much you love them, how much you appreciate them. Let's work together. I don't want you to do everything. Blah blah blah. I don't. I just feel like equality is a task for most people. It's just the way people perceive each other, which is sad. I don't know. I guess I'm a different breed, and some people that are listening probably say, "Hey, I feel you on that, Mark. I know I feel the same way." But yeah, I know. Well, Even Becca, even that's hard to find. Sometimes you'll find good T and loyalty. You'll find good D and loyalty, but you'll find no love. And how can a person really know what love is if they've never had it? I think the good D part comes with effort, and it comes with, you know, well, you can show loyalty. You can show loyalty, but you don't have to show love. See, because love is a whole another ball game. See, love and loyalty is two different things. Love is a feeling, loyalty is a choice. Love is the answer. See, that's what people don't understand. Love is a feeling that only you can feel when it's true. You can say to somebody, look, I've known you for 5 years, I've been married to you for 5 years, I've been loyal to you, I've never fucked somebody else, I've always been with you, but I just don't love you anymore. Sex was great, sweetheart. I loved it. You were the best sex I've ever had, but I just don't love you. I just don't feel like I can be with you anymore. How many times have you heard that? Now you know the difference. I rather have love more than anything else. But love is a feeling that makes you feel secure. It makes you feel appreciated. It makes you feel respected. It makes you feel like that person is loyal. And it makes you also feel like there is nobody else but that person. Love is when you think of each other, when you say the same shit to each other. Love is different. Love is something that people don't even know. That's the thing. Love means a lot of things all combined, all in one. But people have a hard time dealing with love. That's why you don't really hear people say that shit too much. People use that word very, disrespectful. Yeah, yeah. That's true, Caddy. I agree you on that because I love mozzarella sticks, and I would give you my last mozzarella stick, and then I'd give you my stick for taking the last mozzarella stick. So it's a win-win situation. Because when I give you my mozzarella stick, I'm going to give you my Marky stick, and then we're good. We're fine. I'm happy. That's what love is. Yeah, it's a win-win for you too. See, you get the last mozzarella stick, and you get my stick. So hey, it's fine with me. Oh shit. Honestly, I just feel like I feel like love has to be gained. Love has to be earned. I definitely feel that it has to be earned. Yo, what's up, Mike? How you doing, bro? All's good here, man. Just shooting the shit. Yeah, I feel like it has to be earned. Yeah. hmm I feel like it has to be earned. It has to be proved. It has to be shown. It has to be analyzed. And once you complete those love, uh, commandments, then you're good. You're loved. But I like the mozzarella stick scenario. Yeah, that works for me. 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 Hey, we all have different opinions. It is what it is. Some people think love is sex. I know somebody like that. It's hard to say because people say so many things. People have so many definitions for the word. I think the word love has more definitions than any other word in the world. I really do. I really do. I think that love has the most definitions in the world. Because I think everybody's perception of love means something different to them. Because some people think that when they're in a relationship and a man gives a woman flowers, that that's love. Some people think that when their man goes and gets them a pair of rare bottoms because it costs so much, that's love. Today, Mike, it is kind of chilly. Yeah, I'm with the hoodie on today. It's actually, I mean, chilly to me is not chilly to you guys. But I mean, the average temperature here is always like 70. But today, right now, it is 61. It's 61 and the wind is north. When the wind is north, it's like chillier. So yeah, I got the hoodie on because it's 61 degrees. But you guys are probably laughing. You guys are like, 61? I'll be outside in my underwear. Yeah, it's good. It's good weather. It's been raining all day too, so the sun hasn't been out, so the temperature's cooler. But I like it like this. I wish I can wear a hoodie all the time because it feels better when I have like clothes on. Yeah, see, 20s, I'd have like a fucking snow jacket on. That shit's too cool for me. Yeah, it's rained all day here, Erica, all day. Now it's finally stopped. It's like it's drizzling here and there. Yeah, Caddy, it's different love languages. Yours is an act of service. Yes, okay. See, you have everybody has different ways of using that word. So, and there's the different types of love is different love for people, for pets, for friends, for lovers, for family. Everything's a different love. What somebody said to me the other day that I found very interesting. I never really, saw it that way. A woman said to me the other day that sometimes I think my husband is jealous that he thinks I love my kids more than him. And I can't vouch for that because I'm not married and I don't have kids and I'm not a mother. But, there's a saying that a mother's love for their children is different than any other, obviously, because that child popped out of your coochie. So I understand. But how can a father say that or a husband say that? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get how a man would even say that to somebody. That's ridiculous. See, I'm different. See, I love children, but I would love my wife. Fuck. I love everybody equal. I'll never say, if I had a wife and a child, right? How mom and they say, oh, you love daddy more, you love mommy. You talk about that or you say that, and then you can tell if the kid loves who more. But you got to realize a mother-child bond is like no other. So the man probably doesn't understand that, I guess, but I do. See, that's the thing. I don't think I would ever say that to my wife or to my baby mom. I don't, I can't say that for sure because I don't have one, but what's it there? Who cares? I don't think I'll ever say that to somebody. That's just like stupid. I'll be so happy if my wife or my baby mama loves her kids so much, even more than me. I wouldn't care because at least I know those children are loved by someone who loves them, so much. But to say it, it's kind of weird. But I never really thought about that until the woman said that to me, and I was like, wow, really? That's how your husband feels about you? He feels you love your kids more than him? Well, what did you say? She goes, well, I told him that, I love everybody equally. I loved you before I had the kids, and I love all of you equally. But he claims that I love my kids more than him. But I think that, I think it's more of like a jealousy thing, or like, that feeling of, you got to realize when a child's young, they have to be with their mother. Their mother nurtures them and makes them grow. You know, the guy can't breastfeed you. Like, what the fuck's your problem, bro? Didn't you get breakfast? Didn't you deal with those breasts before the child did? Hey, calm down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how people can say those type of things. It don't make no sense. I don't know. It's a different world out there, Caddy. I don't know, sweetheart. Yeah, like if you was my baby mama and I saw you with our child and I saw how happy my child and you were, I'm not gonna be jealous. That shit's gonna make me cry. That shit's gonna make me so happy to see my wife or my baby mama and my child having a great time. I won't be jealous. I'll be so fucking happy. And I wouldn't it wouldn't even come to my mind that she loves that child more than me. Cause that's just stupid to even think like that. Your mom said she can confirm. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just so irrelevant. It just doesn't make any sense. Right. I when I heard that, I was like, "Are you serious? He said that to you?" And she's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me. Who the fuck says that?" That's like a great feeling for me to like see my if I was in that position. But that's the thing. I love children. I could never like, say something like or even think that. Oh, there you go. But well, it's to me it's never the child's fault. So, you know, it's never the child's fault. I don't have children, but one day I hope to have a child. Um, Even if I don't, I have six beautiful nephews that I love with all my heart. And I know that my nephews love me to death, but I know they don't love me more than their own mom. I know some of them love me more than their dad, probably, but even though that's stupid to even think that. But it's thinkable. It's something that happens. Mike, yeah, I got your donation, bro. Thank you. And I will answer your question right now, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just wanted to see if you would be able to get any message from Sarah's. Okay, bro, I can check for you. Yeah, exactly. the child is perfect the way they are. That's up to you to, to like, to think that you love somebody more than somebody else. That's just delusional to me. I don't know. That's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right. You said any messages from Sarah's biological father that passed? Does he have any messages for her? All right, Mike, let me check for Sarah. Hmm. Hmm. Well, the guy that I have here, right? Um, the guy that I see and the guy that I have here, he's he's saying that there is a fear that you have about your past, about your childhood, like you think about your life, your children. He says that the apprehension of you coming to terms with certain things is what you need to get over. Know that it's not a perfect world. He says you're too hard on yourself. Um, he's saying that don't think you're not loyal enough, or don't think that you're not doing the right things. There's always room to make things better for yourself. Um, he's saying also to be very cautious, um, like not to share your information with people. Be discreet. Um, don't worry about getting material things into your life, and worry about what you really need, not what you want. But he's saying that your childhood, reflect on your childhood when you were a little girl, and know that from then till now, you got to put things, you got to imagine yourself like putting things on a table and sorting it all out in every category, what you need to do here, what you need to do there. Like he's showing me like files, and like organizing your life in a way that you need to do it, instead of saying it, you got to do it. Like he's got like a mustache, right? Like I can see the guy. He looks like he's got a mustache, and like he's wearing some like he's wearing like jeans, but he's wearing like the coveralls or overalls, whatever the heck you call it, where it's got like the strap coming over, and like it's got like a look like a blue genie looking jeans type of thing. And he's got a hat on, and he's taking his hat off and he's putting it back on. Um, he said there's no better time than now, and it's better late than never. He's very talkative, very active, but he doesn't seem like you're really at your fullest potential. Mike, the way when I asked him if he has anything specific he wants to tell you, um, he says that he admires that you have patience. I don't think he's very fond of you, Mike, and like a really, you know, you know. Yeah, I know Sarah, but Sarah, I don't see. I mean, I told you pretty much, Sarah, what he thinks, what he wants to tell you, but um, let me ask you something. Did he actually? I know you said your biological father, right? Um, so was he with you when you were like 5, 6 years old? Was he with you around that time? I just need to know that so I can clarify something that I'm getting from him. So I want to make sense of something that I see, not that you're aware of. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Right. Okay. So I'll tell you what I see. He's showing me an image of him watching you play with another child, which is I think is a boy. I don't know if you had a brother or you are playing around another boy and he's looking at you. He's showing me an image where there's like this wall and it's like you were putting something on a wall with another little boy. The little boy was a little younger than you and you two were playing and you were on this wall and he's showing me what he sees. And you were about maybe 5, 6, something like that. And he says that, that's he remembers that image of like, what you were doing. Like it was like you were putting like paper cups on a wall or something. And he says he remembers seeing that image, and saying, "Hey, that's my daughter," whatever, things like that. Um, I would say the regrets he has is not being with you longer in life or being with you more often or being in your life. But that's the probably regret he has is not seeing you grow up. But the image he shows me is him seeing you at that age. So even if he wasn't around you, he saw you somewhere or he went to go see where you were at that age. Because that's the image he shows me. He remembers you playing somewhere. Um, the thing is like I don't see any regrets on his end that he has towards you. I just think that he probably wishes that he spent more time with you. Yeah, right. And that's the image I have of him watching you, seeing you do something, like seeing you play or something like that. Yeah. The only other thing that I can think of what why his message was confusing is probably the way he's saying it is maybe your mom, right, didn't allow him to see you or something like that. So it's like he has that as a regret because of how things went down or some sort of shit like that. It's like he's showing me a woman that has like a something over her head and tied like this, like almost like a dress, but has like her face exposed, but not like her head, you know. And this woman was like kind of holding him back from being involved in your life. So I don't know if this is your mom. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. For a parent, and you are a parent, right? Okay, yeah. So that makes sense then. For him, don't take that in a like a bad way. You know, our parents always think that we're not living to our full potential because one, we're not doing what they want us to do. Two, they always think we can do better. Or three, we're not doing what they wanted us to do. So to him, he thinks that you're not living up to what you should be doing in his eyes. Because as you know, having older parents, it's never good enough. I don't know how your parents were, but my parents are always thinking that I can do something much better than what I do now, even though I have no problem. So the thing is, you know, he doesn't say what he thinks you should be doing. He just says that what you're doing now is not to what you should be doing in his eyes, you know? He thinks that you could be doing something else. Um, maybe something more safer, something more, you know, that he would be fond of you doing. You know, if he, I know you don't really know him or whatever, and you didn't really know nothing about him probably, but you know, as you as a woman that has kids, you always want your kids to grow up being a lawyer, a doctor. You know, if you're into sports, you want them to be a basketball player, or you want them to grow up to be like you, right? So whatever he did for a living, or whatever you know he thought you should be doing, you're not probably doing to your full potential. He thinks that you should be doing something else. It's just a phrase that, or a feeling that he had, that he thinks that you should be doing something that you know, in his eyes. He doesn't say specifically what it is, but you know, it's never good enough. All right, Caddy, it was good seeing you, sweetheart. No problem, sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good night. But Sarah, that's pretty much like, I feel like your dad is, I feel like your father is, I feel like he's the type of guy that scratches his head and says, well, you can do that, but I wish you would do something else. But if you don't know him personally, then how could you really know, what he thinks or what he requires you to be? But from what he says to me, it feels like he would rather you do something else than what you're doing now. So the question is, ask yourself, am I doing something that's ladylike, or am I doing something that, my mom likes or whatever? But because you don't really know him or whatever, he's probably saying, I wish you could have done something else. Well, in these day and times, I don't think there's really people always stereotype what women and men should be doing, right? If a say if your dad was a roof inspector and you went and done the jobs that he done, he would be very proud of you, I'm sure, because you're inspecting roofs like he did. You took over the family business, right? So that's different in itself. Whether or not that's very ladylike, it all depends if you were born into the family or born into the business, you know. Me personally, if I had a daughter and I'm an electrician. So if my daughter wanted to be an electrician like me, I wouldn't tell her no. Why not? But in this day and age, everybody wants to be doing ladylike things and men like things, and some women think they have the rights to do what they want to, and rightfully so. But maybe that's what he means, Sarah, is maybe he feels you're not doing things to your full potential. Whereas, I'm sure that inspecting roofs isn't your passion. So, whatever your passion is, maybe he thinks that that's what you should be doing. So, that's why he thinks you're not at your full potential. But I don't think he said that in a bad way, to be honest. And I don't think you should take it in a bad way, though. I just think it's his opinion. Because, every father wants, well, not every father, but most fathers wants what's best for their children. But I get him in spirit as the type of guy who's scratching his head and trying to wrap his head around his past, and how I think he just regrets not being in your life more. But I think your grandmother kind of kept him away for some reason. But hey, who knows, right? Who knows? I don't get nothing bad, sir. I don't get nothing bad, but I just think that his biggest regret is not being in your life more, which is understandable. Yeah. Well, at least he likes Mike to a certain extent. He said that Mike's very patient, but he's not fond of Mike, but he says Mike's patient. Right, Mike? It's okay, bro. I got you. Yeah, if you don't really know him, then that's how he thinks. I always express to people that when you do mediumship and you don't know the person, then if I tell you how they feel, then that's how they feel. That's what he thinks and that's how he feels. It may not resonate, to what you think, but I think it all makes sense if you actually knew the person. But being that you don't, that's what he thinks. But he doesn't say it in a bad way, though. I never once saw him like mad in during my connection with him just now. Ah, okay. He was in the army for a very long time. That's crazy, but because I don't see, like, I want to say that, I kind of see him in like overalls, but it's not an army uniform. Like, I think that after or before he went to the army, maybe he was working like at a farm, or maybe he was like a country boy or something, or he just like wearing like overalls or coveralls or whatever the heck it is, with like suspenders and going down to the jeans, but like it's like that thing that had the pocket here, like that's how I see him, like how he's dressed. So maybe he grew up like a country boy, or on a farm or something, or after he retired, that's what he did. But I see him like he's got like a mustache. Yeah, if he wasn't a country boy, then like he must have like worked, like, because when I see somebody wearing like that type of stuff, it was almost like they like to attend to do things like outside, or they like to like work on things. I don't know. He looks like, the image I get of him, he looks like 60, 50, 60, something like that. Ah, well, that's when so that's what it is then. See, because I got a blue like overall coverall, and usually mechanics, they wear this type of overall coverall type of blue looking uniform thingies. So that's what it could be then. Could be. I mean, I can't fully see his whole body or see if he's tall. I can't see that. I can just see like from here down. So I can just see what he's wearing. Like, I can see his waist up. I can't see anything else. Um, no, not really. No. I'll tell you what I see. I see a guy that doesn't have, any hair or anything like that. Like, I feel like he has, like, if I feel like he was bald, or he shaved all his hair off, or he had a really, really close, like, I don't see no hair, like significant amount of hair on his head, right? And I see like he's got a mustache, and like he seems like, and that's all I can see. But it looks like he's got like a dark mustache. But see, that all depends, see, because I can't really get a real serious up close image of him. He's like further away. He's not really revealing himself too much. I can see an image of him, but not like, I can hear him more than I can see him. Oh, that sucks. That's not good. Well, that's why I think that he's not really. Because I get his energy, to me, is like I don't know how to put it, but like he's like looking down like this, and I can see him, but I can't really like like I can't really get a full image of him. It's almost like he's upset, but I wouldn't say shy, but he's like, I think he's like upset that things have happened to him in his life. I get like you said earlier, he's stern looking or whatever. I just think that that's how he looks. He's a serious looking person. He's not like, hey Mark, how you doing? Welcome to my spirit world. Like he's like, hey, he's not talking to me like that. He's talking to me like this. And he's like, yeah, just tell her this and tell her that. Like I can't see his face like this. Like he's not looking at me like that. He's like this. And I can just see like his head is like kind of bald, where he doesn't, or like he has a little bit of hair, but not much. But I would say like he's almost bald, and he's got a mustache, and that's it. And I can see like the top half of his body. So almost looks like before he died. When I see a spirit like that, they're upset because something happened to them where they're still not over it. They're still not like completely over what's going on in their life. But because you said they put him up for adoption when he was born, he might be upset about that. He might be upset about how that whole happened to him. So when he's in spirit now, he probably feels like he has nobody that he can trust. Hey Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? All good. Hmm. Yeah, I know, right? Seems like that now. When I was in school, it didn't go by fast. I don't know, Sarah. I kind of think that he had a heart attack or something. I'm getting like chest area. I almost want to like the way he's saying things or the way he's like showing me, like almost like he died in his sleep. Because he's showing me an image of him lying down in a bed and he's going like that. So my interpretation is he died in his sleep of a heart attack or he just died in his sleep, period. That also could be the trauma from army life, that maybe he was like dreaming and then like thought that he was being attacked or something like that. I'm just like speculating on what I think he's telling me. But he's not, I don't know, it's like he doesn't want to say too much. But that's what I think, you know. Yeah, so he did die of a heart attack, yeah. Was it lung cancer? But he went like this, so it could be, yeah. Yeah, see. So if you said I had to be there to allow him to take him off life support. Yeah. So he showed me an image of him in a bed and dying, you know, when he was sleeping or whatever. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. There you go. So basically, you saw him before he died then. So did he have a mustache when he died? And like a close shaved, like almost bald head? And he maybe have looked like that because he was in the hospital. They probably just made him, they probably gave him a haircut or whatever if he was there a long time. Or he could be showing me an image of him when he was, at some point of his life. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell really, because everybody changes their way, their looks. It's annoying. Yeah, right. Well, the only thing I can suggest to you, Sarah, is ask him to come to you in your dreams to give you clarity. Because he possibly might want to talk to you, through your dreams, or he might be talking to you here and there. So don't doubt it. I feel like it's possible. Um, I don't feel like he has anything against you. To be honest, he doesn't tell me that. I don't think he's blaming anybody for anything. To be honest, I don't get that from him. See, I can't see him standing up or anything, but he showed me an image of himself. When you asked that, he showed me an image of himself laying down in a bed. So that makes sense. And him going like that to his chest. So it all makes sense to me of what I see. But he's still not very open with what he really, what he wants to say or anything. He just like says whatever and then that's it. But I can't force him to talk. He just says whatever and then that's it. But um as far as how he feels about you, there's nothing really bad. I don't see he doesn't say anything. Because if he had something against you, he would be like he wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't even care to talk to you, or he would be like I don't want to talk to her, bro. No thanks. They'll tell me like I don't want to talk to him. But he's not like that. He's okay, but he's like I feel like he's annoyed or ashamed or like he's got his head down, so I can't really look at what his face expressions are or anything. Like he's just looking down. Like I feel like he's upset with himself, I think. And no, that's what I'm saying. Like, so this all makes sense, to me. It makes sense, and I'm sure, yeah, you're saying it makes sense. So I just think that he's like more of, upset with himself because he doesn't point fingers. I think he's upset with himself, which is totally understandable. He probably feels like he could have done more, but he didn't, and that's the what he's got to live with. And it might not be just about you, just about his life in general. That's my dog snoring in the background, by the way, if you hear noises. She's in the background here. You're welcome, sir. But you know, if I know you say you have abilities, don't be afraid to use them. Just make sure that you ask, you know, for the right person to come in. Make sure you do it and mean it, and don't doubt it. That's my advice. If you really want to talk to him in spirit or you want him to come in your dreams, that's up to you. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But if you're hearing things or feeling things, don't doubt it. Because if you doubt it, then it ain't gonna work. You have to like understand that what you see is what you have to believe if you're addressing the right person. So, you know, as you saw just now, I never doubted I didn't have him. I just had to clarify everything and make sure we had the right person. So now that you know I had the right person, I'm talking to the right person. If I can do it, you can do it. You got me? So don't fear it. Just believe that you are talking to the right person. You know? So that's my advice. Like, see how you said I can hear him in my mind talk to me, or I thought, or so I thought. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Because I didn't doubt it. Even if when you said you were confused, we had to figure it out, right? We're always going to be confused at first, and then we just have to figure it out because sometimes that person's not really, you know, ready. Or they just they feel like, you know, fuck, I could have done more, or I could have done this, or, you know, I wish she would be that way or this way or whatever, you know. At the end of the day, we never really know what goes through people's minds, but we can try to understand it and try to, you know, my advice always when you're messing with spirit and you're talking to spirit, always believe you're getting the right answer, like, you know. Always believe you're getting the right answer and always believe that you're getting the right message. And if you believe it, you'll receive it. But if once you doubt it, then that spirit's like, fuck, I can't get to them. They just don't believe it's me. Or they just don't believe that I would say something like this, or I would feel this way, or you're, you know. I just feel like my personal opinion is, you know, believing is receiving. And once you believe, you'll receive the right message. And you got to understand too that everybody knows multiple people in spirit. So you'll figure it out. It'll all come to you once you start to, like, you know, process it. But like I said, it's totally up to you, sir, to you know, to deal with it if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. If you're not ready, that's fine. But I would say, like, you know, if you next time you feel like you feel him around, or you feel like you're talking to him, don't doubt it. Just go for it. Talk to him. Don't feel like you're crazy or not. You know, some people think I'm crazy because I'm talking to dead people, but it's not crazy. Anybody can do it, really, because you just have to believe it. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. Right? Don't we all ask God to help us? It's the same thing. You're talking to a person that don't exist in real life. You know, they're not a human form, they're a spirit. So that makes you crazy for asking God this and telling God that and asking God to help you? Is it crazy that we talk to Jesus even though he was on earth at one point in time and now dead and now a spirit? Nope. It's who you worship, right? Yeah. But we all do. We all talk to Jesus and God every day. They're spirits. This is the point I make to people. If you ask Jesus and if you believe in Jesus and God, right, they're spirits. So now you're talking to them. So you can talk to spirits anytime you want. When did I realize it? To be honest, I realized it when I was in my 20s. I'm 46 now, but when I was 21, 20, two, something like that. That's when I actually had my first encounter that that like kind of like, made me realize that I was actually talking to spirits and I can do it. And I got approached by another medium, and the medium told me, "Look, I know you see this, I know you hear that. It's not bullshit. You're actually, a medium like me, but you're not going to realize it until later on. You're going to actually, want to do it, but right now your mind is telling you it's bullshit." And they were right. That guy told me that I was never going to believe it until later on, and he was right. I never believed it because I was like, yeah, I'm talking to these people and I see them. They're trying to tell me things, but I thought it was just him all in my mind. I thought it was bullshit. I never believed in psychic shit when I was in my 20s. But then when I was about 30 years old, I had like a serious I would say an awakening type of thing where like spirit came to me, and people in spirit that I knew that were passed away came to me in my dreams, and they were telling me things and saying, "Hey Mark, look, this is real shit." And I was like, nah, this is just I still didn't believe it. But then when I actually, practiced on people, I realized that it wasn't a joke. It was actually real as people say it is. But when I got readings from other mediums in the past, I believed it because they were saying things that were true. They made me a believer. So it's I realized it pretty much. I would say in the last couple of years, I realized more and more that I can do it. But it depends on your belief. It really does depend on how you believe, if it's real or not, or if it's really the person you think. But it's not hard. It's just something that you have to believe in more than anything. And I'm glad I do it, and it doesn't consume me. It doesn't make me feel different. I don't use it or abuse it in any way. If that was the case, then you know I wouldn't have the gift, because they would never let you use it to do anything bad. And if you do, then you're gonna fuck yourself pretty much. But I feel like everybody can do it. It's just a matter of believing it, receiving it, and understanding that it's true. It is real. It really is. And some people have different methods. Some people have different ways. Some people can smell, taste, hear, feel, touch. Some people, like me, I pretty much get like a movie projection. Like I feel like there's a spirit on the side with a clicker, and they go click. This is what the person looks like. Click. This is where they live. Click. Where this is where what they this is what they wear. Click. This is where they worked. Click. This is the brother that they're with in spirit. It's like that's what I get. I get like a clicker image where I feel like spirit's just pressing a button, and then they show me shit. They show me this. They show me that. That's what happens to me. That's exactly what my mediumship is. As I'm being shown an image of what I need to tell you. It's good. I don't mind doing it. I think it's a blessing to talk to spirit. It's a powerful thing. It's a good thing. You help people out. You give people closure. You give people a sense of knowledge that they never knew, or you confirm somebody's thoughts, beliefs, feelings. It's it's definitely a good gift. It's nothing demonic about it. It's nothing devilish. You can be a devil medium if you want to, but I don't. There's bad spirits, there's good spirits, just like how there's good and bad people in life. but I choose to stay on the good side forever. Um, some spirits are very talkative. Some people are not. Some people don't want to talk to you. Some people need time. And sometimes when you get multiple readings from the same person, you either get less information or you get more information. It just depends on the spirit. It's like us with our moods, our feelings. If you're not doing what they approve of, they're going to let you know. Or if you are doing something really good, they're going to praise you. You're welcome, Sarah. No problem. You're welcome, Mike, if you're there. But I'll tell you a brief story before I go. I've known my psychic friend for almost, I would say, 13 years now. I've known this lady. She was a woman who kind of showed me how to read tarot. She was one of the psychics I always went to in the past and still do to today. We read for each other. Today we swap readings. And last week, I said to her, hey, look, your mom is here in spirit and your dad. And she says, oh, really? What do they have to say? And I said, well, this is the first time I got them together because usually it's our mom. And I said, look, they're both saying that they're proud of you because you gave up something and they don't want you to go back to that. And they're proud that you actually gave up something. And they're like, tell her that we're proud of her and keep up the good work. And she started bawling out in tears. And I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I don't understand. Like, you ain't said nothing to me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. She goes, I gave up drinking. She goes, that was the habit that I gave up. Because I know she drinks and smokes. But like, she's not no drunk, because I've known her for years. She just likes to have her drink. She smokes and shit, but she likes to drink. But she's not like a drunk. She's not an alcoholic. People, there's a difference. And she started crying and she said, Mark, I can't believe that shit. And I was like, I didn't even know that. And I've known you for years. You never told me that you was going to give up drinking because I didn't see it as a problem. But she said she wanted to give it up because she felt like it was the right time. But usually her mom would show up and not her dad, but they both showed up to praise her because they hated alcohol, see, and they didn't want her to do it. And they don't want her to smoke either, but she says, look, I had to give up one or the other. I had to have my cigarettes. And some people, it's hard to give up things. But she gave up drinking. And they told me to tell her, look, tell her we're proud of her. And I had no clue what they were talking about because she never told me she stopped drinking because she wanted to keep it to herself. So you see how fascinating and how nice it is to get that confirmation from your parents in a spirit form and still being happy and praising you. There's nothing like that. So it made her day. She's so freaking happy. And it's something that I didn't even know. And I know her and she's my friend because she never told me she was going to stop drinking. And I'm proud of her too, because if you stop drinking and smoking, it's a good thing. I stopped drinking, smoking weed 5 years ago. And it was probably one of the best decisions I made. But hey, it's only bad if you abuse it. That's what I tell everybody. And not everybody's willing to give up something. But if you do, just know that someone will always be proud of you to make your life better. That's what it's all about. You can better your life and nobody physically tells you in physical world, somebody would tell you in the spirit world. And that should give you all the confirmation you need in your life to move forward in a better way. Capiche? I can write a book on mediumship and readings and psychic stuff. It'll drive me nuts if I were to even start a book on that. But I have many stories, and I can be here all night telling the stories. Fascinating stories, wonderful stories, emotional stories. At the end of the day, some people need that, when they miss somebody that much, they want to know how that person views them or how they think of them and things like that. And like I said, I can never guarantee I'm going to get a full, outright, outspoken spirit. I might get a broken spirit. I might get a spirit that doesn't even want to talk to you. And then I get a spirit that will tell me everything. It's just like a human form. If I'm upset with you, I'm not going to talk to you. If I'm not upset with you, then I will talk to you. But it all depends on my mood, on my feelings, or what you're currently doing in your life. If I approve of it, if I like it, if I don't like it. So people have to understand that not every time, you're going to get what you want to hear. So it's a task sometimes to get, the right answers or the right things or more information. Mediumship isn't like cards. It's totally different. To me, it is. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. If nobody else needs me, I'm gonna head out. It's already 12:20 here, and I'm gonna go and get some rest. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Anybody can do it. Anybody can read. Anybody can talk to spirit. It's totally up to you. You make your bed, you sleep in it. If you feel like you have a gift, just know that you can always help a selective amount of people. You might not be able to help every single person you encounter, but we're all on this earth, and this is my belief, we're all here to help, or we're all here to do a certain job. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's okay. But if you feel like you have a gift, you can use it, because you never know who you can help. But you have to be prepared for the good, the bad, and the ugly, and prepared to tell the truth. The more truth you tell, the more truth you receive, and the more truth you'll be able to give. What's better than the truth? Hey, Nick, how you doing, bro? All right, I'm going to get out of here. And tomorrow night, I'll be on here for sure. I got a tough day tomorrow. I got to go to a funeral of a friend of mine who took his life. And I'm going to try my best to go to the funeral and, pay my respect to him and his family and not judge him. But tomorrow I'm going to go deal with that. And then I'll be here tomorrow night at some point. All righty. Good night and take care.